Time to gear up. Whether you're a newbie or a seasoned player, this guide is for you. We'll uncover how to acquire gear and share must-have items for your adventures. Let's start off with some key principles for obtaining gear. You can battle against monsters, and don't forget to keep an eye out for valuable loot chests. Oh, and here's a pro tip. Equipping gear with loot bonus can significantly increase your loot yield. Now let's dive into the specifics of acquiring gear at different level ranges. For the early levels, most dangers won't be fatal unless you explore higher leveled areas. Aim to increase your health, but identifications such as skill points as well as mana and damage bonuses are very useful, so keep an eye out for them. A good location for getting gear at this level is at the cave outside of Ragni, where enemies have a higher item drop rate. There's also a similar pigment cave on the opposite side of Ragni as well, but do note that these loot mobs do not give any XP. You can also find useful items to buy over at the Decrepit Sewers dungeon merchant, as well as some cheap accessories in the Nivla village. You can also find some high tier loot chests at these locations. Spike Top is an excellent helmet early on for lots of health bonus from the Far From the Roots discovery. However, Heliophilia or Thinking Helmet are other great alternatives. Blessed Wrappings is a good choice for a chestplate, but Tarot's Parka or Neodymium are also solid alternatives. Dark Iron Scrap are good leggings to use, giving quite a bit of health, but you could also try to look for Nipoon or Arcane Greaves for more damage or mana focus. Audacity is a great find for both damage and XP bonus, but Exion is another great alternative favoring mana regen instead. Some good accessories are the Witherhead's Talisman from the Decrepit Sewers, Concentration for some mana regen, Rarity and Secret are also great options if you want some XP bonus. When selecting weapons, prioritize those that are close to your level to match enemy health, but also ones that have a high DPS stat. Here are some solid options if you find them. For this range, enemies pack a punch and areas are teeming with mobs, so gearing up is crucial to keep up with the challenges. The Nivla Edge Ruins is an excellent spot for loot gathering, with enemies dropping items at a higher rate. There's also a similar cave inside the Pigman Ravines with plenty of loot mobs, but it can be a bit overwhelming. Inside Mount Wynn, you can also find another loot mob cave, but be cautious of the spiders' spells as well as their level. You can also find some valuable items available for purchase in the Infested Pit dungeon. Here are also some locations for some high tier loot chests for you to discover. Consider the Tribal set available for purchase in Breminglar using Ocelot pelts. It provides decent health, loot and walk speed bonuses. Neolithic is a solid choice for health once you reach level 20. Prior to that, Monk's Cowl is a great option. Esren's Coat from the Potion Assistant quest and Chimera are solid choices. Alternatively, go for Temporal Cage, a unique drop from a cultist boss near the Pigman Ravines. Lemon Legs offer a good balance of spell and melee damage, but if you're not level 18, Mud Leggings or Opulenity are worthwhile alternatives. Omnitread Boots provide excellent walk speed, alternatively consider Arcane Boots or Kuichi. Ring of Focus offers XP and spell bonuses, while Quatrain provides additional useful bonuses. Master also provides useful skill points bonuses. When it comes to weapons, here are some great options. This range introduces new areas such as Time Valley and the desert. Enemies become more formidable, making an upgrade essential. A good loot gathering location is the Pirate Cave. However, the enemies can be a struggle due to their level, so do consider the previously mentioned Spider Cave. You can also find some valuable items over in the Lost Sanctuary and the Underworld Crypt dungeon shops. And here are some notable locations for high tier loot chests. By completing the Tempo Town Trouble quest, you can unlock Time Trouble bosses. Now these bosses give you 1 fragment each every 24 hours, and at the Tempo Town Merchant you can find great options for both gear and weapons. The Adventure set is a great choice for the later levels of this range and remains useful going forward. As you level up, consider Undertow for spell damage and mana regen. Tsunami is a great option for mana regen. Alternatively, consider Nimrak's Ruin for decent health and damage bonuses or the easier to find Hero's Beginning. Raycard is a great choice for health with additional bonuses, while Conductor is another solid option. Almouche Walkers are a must-have for increased walk speed at this range. Other options include Cyclo for similar bonuses or Mystic Sandals for mana regen. Once you reach level 30, Vindicator from the Mercenary quest becomes a must-have for its Magnet ID. Durm's Serenity from the Bovine Barn boss altar on the Durm Isles is another excellent choice. And when it comes to weapons, here are some solid must-haves. For this range, you'll be reaching the appropriate level for areas like the Rhymic Mesa, the Nesak Forest, and the Levagar Plains. Bosses also become significantly tougher and mobs become more challenging, so a solid gear upgrade is necessary. When it comes to acquiring gear, completing the Green Gloop quest allows you to freely enter the Slime Cave, where another loot spot is located. Additionally, the Sandswept Tomb has some decent options available in the dungeon shop. As for locations with high tier loot chests, the ones in the previous range are still relevant along with these ones. As mentioned before, the Time Trouble items from Tempo Town are quite relevant in this range, as many of them are level 30 and higher. The Adventure set remains excellent, but towards the end of this range, the Relic set is a superb option. You can obtain it from rare spawning Relic Guardians. You can find the helmet from Guardians in the Desert, the chestplate over in the Rhymic Mesa, the leggings over in the Nesak Forest, and the boots over in the Savannah. Each element also has its own set with different bonuses. The Bandit set is also a fantastic option as an accessory set that can be combined with other gear for XP and loot bonuses, and you can obtain it from 4 different bandit hideouts over in the desert. Yume is a solid choice for spell damage or Umbrella Hat for mana regen. Enhanced Seal, which can be purchased at the Rhymic Armor Merchant, is a great option for increased health, but the regular Seal chestplate is also a good find. Holy Greaves are a solid option towards the end of this range, while Meditation Robe is a good choice before that. Giant Step and Dune Sandals are great options for this level range. Apart from the Bandit set, Raw is definitely a standout in this range. As for weapons for this range, here are some recommendations. And that wraps up this range. Keep in mind that especially the Relic set can be reliably used beyond this level range. But anyways, thank you for watching and check out my other guides. Goodbye!